Mythrel. This is a new TCG. It is both a digital game that you can play online with your friends anywhere in the world, but it is also a physical game, and the Kickstarter just arrived. So we will be unboxing this little bad boy here and checking out the art, the game, the card quality, everything, while giving you an overview of the game.
And if you want to get a head start on Mythrel, you can download it on Steam for both PC and Mac OS versions. And of course, these nice little comic books, we're going to be giving 2 of these away, so stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to the Cardboard Guide. So today we're going to be taking a closer look at the game Mythrel. And Mythrel is a new game. It is just finished Kickstarter. So you can see here the little Kickstarter symbol. And the creator CJ was kind enough to send us this nice little box of Mythrel and 3 comic books that we are also going to talk about a little later.
Indeed.
But right now we're going to open up this box and we're going to talk a little about the game Mythrel.
Exactly. So this game is pretty special because it is both a digital and a physical card game all at once. So this means that when you buy packs or buy a booster box, you also get a code in each pack. Other companies, not naming any names, could learn something from this. So you get some digital cards as soon as you buy some physical cards. I think that's pretty cool. So the rules are actually fairly simple. You get 2 players. They both have 35 health and they gain a mana each turn. And then you build your decks that are usually around 40 cards. And then you just go ahead and play. And Jens just tried briefly playing a little game on the digital version so far, but we are looking forward to trying it out in the physical version because we are the Cardboard Guide, so we're mostly into playing, the physical game.
Indeed. So a nice little authenticity tab there.
Yep.
And let's see what we are seeing here. You can actually open this in the side here. That's nice if you want to
slide them out there.
Slide them.
Yeah. Ooh, I see we got a box topper. Okay, a slide might be.
Oh yeah.
So the first one is a box topper.
That's a box topper.
Maybe we'll save that for a bit later and just see what. I'm pretty sure you can get some fun stuff in there.
Indeed. And let's see. You can see there are different art printings on.
I love that.
I love that.
That reminds me of like old school card games where you get
homage to old.
Yeah, exactly. You get some different art on it. I think that's pretty cool. So I'm just gonna steal that.
Gonna take that away. Yeah.
And you get 24 packs and you get 10 cards, and one of these cards, number 10 in the back, will actually be the code for the digital client. And I think it's pretty cool. Will you go ahead? I'll just talk a bit about the digital client. So this is not just a physical card game project on Kickstarter. It is actually also an ongoing sort of development process where he is CJ, the creator, getting this game into a digital client. And really, I'm hearing from the community he's really good about updating as need be. Okay, so we got our first card on the screen for you now.
Yeah. So this is a swift spear throw. It's a spell. So this is a spell that can deal damage to an opponent,
and it's
an opponent's creature.
Common card, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So down here we have the rarity symbol, and circles that is common cards.
Squares, your uncommon, and
triangles, your rare.
Mythical is like
a
star-ish. And the exotic is more like an asterisk sign.
Yeah, or a sun, maybe?
Yeah, maybe a sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we don't know the composition of packs as of yet, so we're just going to go a little by here.
Ooh.
So there's a creature, and the card is constructed, so you have the casting cost up here, and you have the attack and the defense. And when a creature is on the battlefield, you can choose to attack either the opponent's face or the opponent's creatures. So you have a lot of fight for board state and board control in this game.
Okay, cool. Ancient Queen Amulet.
So that's an equipment, and I believe this equipment boosts the equipped creature's power by 2.
Yes.
A spell, a dagger, iron guard. So, and there's the first square. So this is an uncommon card.
Exactly.
Good.
Tome of Myths. That looks pretty epic.
Yeah. And that is the rare card.
Indeed.
So behind this one, there's actually the digital code card. So we're just going to show you the first one here.
Yeah.
And if you are fast, you can go and download the digital client, and you can get this.
Yeah, and
booster
leave a
box.
comment if you got the pack.
So
There you
is the
go.
digital redeem card.
But we're gonna save some for ourselves as well, so we can
Yeah.
play a bit and get some boosters.
Yeah, because I got my ass handed to me by someone named Patrick. So Patrick, if you're out there, that wasn't
Rematch.
really nice to a new player. So, but at some point, Patrick, I'm going to have all of these digital cards, and then I'll build a deck, and then I'll probably
You
just
might
lose
still
again.
lose.
Yeah.
But at least you'll have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
So CJ was very kind enough to provide us with these cards, but we are not getting paid for this, so we of course will give you the honest opinion. So what are you thinking about the card stock as you have them in hand now? They are more glossy than I'm
Yeah.
used to, I think.
They are more glossy.
I'm just gonna grab a pack
The
here and have a look at them.
Fitness feels
Oh, that feels pretty nice.
pretty good.
Very nice cutting on the edges. They're almost like, playing cards, regular playing cards.
Yeah.
They're very nicely done, very
Nice,
smooth edges.
Nice bounce.
Yes, they generally look pretty nice. Some of them have a few like scuffs from the cutting, but overall I think it looks nice and it feels nice. Ooh, what did you get there, my friend?
Holy smoke, I got a foil card here.
Ooh, Knight
Knight
of the Realm. So this is our mythical card in
Yeah.
foil. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm noticing that we didn't get a foil in the first pack. So this is not like most newer games where you get a foil in each pack.
And also notice that the foil card is actually borderless.
Yes, and I gotta say, I really enjoy the borderless part. I think that
Yeah.
is very nice.
Yeah, and also notice this icon up here. This means that this creature has a form of defender, so you need to attack this creature. You can't attack at the opponent's face as long as this creature is on the battlefield.
Okay, so that sort of protects you as the player's life total, I suppose.
Yeah,
Okay, that's very cool. But I like the foil there, and I have to say the only thing so far I'm definitely liking. The only thing I'm thinking is that could you hold up a card? That I would prefer that the card type, the little box there.
this box
I
there.
would love to see just scoot down a bit so you don't cut off. I just saw some of the cards. There were just like one or two of the cards, maybe in the first pack.
We
where
have seen some of those,
it-
but for instance, this dragon here. The foot right there is being cut off by this little bar.
Yeah, exactly. But also look here, if you try out this Queen's Amulet, it's just a pity because you have some really nice art. So let us see some more of it. I would love to see that card type just go down a little so
Yeah.
you can see the full of art.
And also, I know it's a really small thing, but it bugs me a little that this box is actually being pulled upwards, because it looks like it's being held up by rope, and I have a hard time imagining the physics by this rope being going upward.
Okay, I can do that. It's
But
a
yeah.
fantasy realm. I can definitely, that's not a problem for me. I just want to make sure that we get all that great art that the artist has delivered onto the card. So I would love to see the more of the art and less of the card type there. But I'm thinking that the cards look really nice. Again, this is a Kickstarter, and CJ kicked some behind, just to put it nicely, and he actually delivered a Kickstarter way ahead of time. I just had a look at the Kickstarter page, and it was supposed to be delivered into the hands of backers in December, and as far as I know, July and August has been the delivery date. So that's a pretty big accomplishment.
Yeah, that is really delivering. So
Definitely, you know,
and also
over delivering.
yeah, and the game, it feels, you know, very intuitive.
Yes. Oh, nice. That's another rare, right?
Yeah, that's another rare. Yeah.
Cool.
So, but yeah, I think the game feels very intuitive. I've played you know, a little on the digital platform, and also having a digital platform that you are earning booster packs by buying your physical booster packs. I think that's a really nice
Definitely,
addition.
that's a nice
So
touch.
you can play with your friends in the physical format, and you can just hone your skills on a number of different opponents.
Oh, there's a goblin. Okay, now you got me in the game as well. There's a goblin. That's all I needed. That's all I needed to see. Yeah, but I also get the feeling, and I'm not completely into it yet because I just recently joined the Discord, but that you can actually trade cards between accounts, and there is a sort of trading system going on with the digital cards already. And also being able to play digital version while you wait for the Kickstarter is a very nice touch. Also, I saw that there will be a second edition coming out sometime around 2024. If this is not accurate, do let me know in the comment section. And this digital version will sort of tide you over until the next set arrives. But for now, this is a really new game, and I'm assuming people are just super excited to get playing and enjoy their cards.
Yeah.
Oh, and we are into the uncommon section.
And the rare section. So another human knight, also with the defender mechanic.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, and also the game plays a lot like Hearthstone would play. So you get this one resource every turn, and the resources are accumulating over time. So turn 1 you get 1 resource, turn 2 you get 2, and so forth and so on. And you can also get cards that give resources.
Okay.
So you never starve for resources.
So you don't get flooded, and you don't get starved for resources either. You sort of have a slow build unless you have a card that gains you some sort of resource advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. Oh, what's this? I need to see that.
So this is a gold coin.
Yeah.
I actually tried this card. It gives a player a random amount of health between 3 and 5. But at that point
By like a random, like a coin flip, or?
Well, I just tried a digital
Cool.
game, so it just gave you between 3 and 5.
Nice.
So, and I don't know how important life gain is in this game. But well, yeah, I should maybe have focused on that because I kind of lost. But yeah. But I did notice that board presence is really important, and having creatures down and playing the right creatures at the right time, so you can take out your opponent's creatures and also beat face, is really important.
Okay,
so a lot of tactics also.
There's a lot of tactics, and I assume it also makes a difference who goes first then.
Yeah.
Like getting your board started before the other player. So how many cards should we be counting? Like how many commons are you getting? You're getting like 1 rare typically.
Yeah, you're getting 1 rare, you're getting 2 uncommons, and the rest is commons.
Besides the 10th card. Okay.
Yeah.
Crown of the King.
That looks nice.
That looks pretty awesome.
So that's an equipment, 1 casting cost, and gives an extra defense. And that is the stuff that can become important when you play, because it makes it harder to remove your creatures. And also, when creatures deal damage to each other, they do that, and the damage is not healed again.
Okay.
So a creature is wounded for the rest of the game.
But I presume that you will have
remove.
to use some dice or something for a physical game to sort of note how the life is going for that creature.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Oh, and this is actually one where you can see that the casting cost is in red, which means that you can use life to cast this.
Yes. Okay, cool. So the first edition set here is called Enter the Realm, which it also says on the booster box and packs. And there is over 124 unique cards in this. And I believe for the Kickstarter you had a mix of both booster boxes but also some starter decks. And what we're presenting today is the booster box.
Indeed. So far it seems that foil cards are indeed rare and hard to get. I don't know if it is only, what's it called, mythical? Yeah, mythics.
If it's only the mythical cards, I
Yeah,
believe also
that
the
come in
exotic
rare.
and maybe the promos. I'm not entirely sure about that, but it does look like they really reserved. Again, I would have loved to see that card type
Yeah.
box go down just a little, because it just coughs off the art at a like a bad point.
Yeah, like here again.
Yes, exactly. But otherwise, I think there's some very nice art. Some seems to be more digital, and maybe some of them are also handcrafted. Of course, everything is handcrafted in one way or the other. But I saw there are some pretty big artists here, both from Magic and Flesh and Blood, and definitely spend some time and energy thinking about the art. So it would be great to see it presented even more clearly.
And yeah, and this is of course the Kickstarter, and I think, for Kickstarter, I think the art is actually good.
I think even, just anyways, I think the art looks pretty nice, and I think it feels like a very, a full experience that they took some time producing, and just the fact that the card is actually, that the game is intuitive and easy to play, I think that's hugely important. You can also, at any point you can add some extra layers of complexity, but right now that you can just play the game, it's fun, it looks nice, it presents itself really well.
And yeah, you should definitely go and give it a go and play it, because it is really intuitive and actually really fun to play. And there's a special format, I think it was called Vortex. So even if you don't have any cards, when you enter the Vortex realm, you are giving a pre-made deck, and I think every opponent is giving that too. So you don't know what you're getting, and you just play that. So of course it's a bit confusing at the get-go, because you don't know the cards, you don't know the composition of the deck. But after having played a few matches, you're beginning to get the hang of it.
That's nice.
And yeah, it's free, and you can go and download it for both PC and Mac. So whichever you fancy, you're having the opportunity to play this game. And I think that's also really nice, because I do believe, am I correct in assuming that CJ is actually also the one managing the digital client?
I believe so. I believe he's also the developer, or what you say, of the digital client for the game. So I think I hear from everyone he's very fast to respond, and he does, really listen to the feedback of the community, and that is always something I think is really important, especially when you're just getting started and trying to figure out what do people want and how does it work.
Yeah, but having a cross-platform format, that is really nice. I don't know if you guys remember it, but Magic Arena actually did not come for Mac until quite a lot later when it was launched. And I still think that the client for the Mac version is actually on Epic Games.
Yes,
and
exactly.
It is, you need to get a third party to actually play Arena on a Mac. So having Mythrel come out as a Kickstarter, but maintained by a few people, and already doing a better job at that point than
that is pretty epic.
That is pretty epic.
Definitely.
And it's free to play. So you can just go ahead and have a lot of fun, and I think that's also a nice little gimmick.
Exactly. And also it seems like there are some pretty quick games, so it's between 5 to 10 minutes each game. Was that also your experience?
Well, I got my ass handed to me, so
okay. But if you considered that you might have a bit more experience and know what you were doing, it might have been.
It might, you might be able to reach that kind of time frame.
Indeed, and I also think that they're a part of the ELO system, and that is a system where you rank according to your wins and your losses. So you can actually, it does seem like they're shaping out to do a lot of maybe competitive play later on.
I think so. There are different formats that you can play, And there were definitely a very competitive tier.
Okay.
But of course, that requires that you have your own decks, and I think you get the decks from actually buying the physical game.
But you can also buy booster packs on the client, I
Okay,
believe.
I didn't find that.
I think so. At
Yeah, I
least.
believe you. I believe you're right.
And I can see here that the Vortex Realm, the one you were talking about, the digital client,
Yeah.
you can get up to 20 different random decks when you play that.
So there's a lot of variety.
And the ELO for the Vortex is separate from the ELO from Origin and League, probably because the Vortex you're just starting out and you don't want to mix your rankings with that, beginner sort of format.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually think the only thing missing in the digital platform would be maybe some free starter decks that you could build onto. But yeah, you can't have it all.
Who knows? Maybe you actually can do something like that. Because there are physical starter decks. The Kickstarter came with, I think, 3 or 4 different starter decks.
I believe it was 3.
Yes, I think so too. Which I think is always a great idea, just for making sure that you get people into the game pretty fast, and then they can start deck building themselves afterwards. So we're getting some pretty cool cards. I love that one.
Dragon Egg, yeah.
I think that's
a good card.
really cool.
That's a big blocker.
Pretty beefy on the stats as well.
Yeah, but also a bit high in the casting cost.
Indeed.
So, did we mention how many different cards there was?
Yeah, I think I said, but I can just refresh it, that there were 124 plus unique cards for this game. And I'm not sure that every card has like a variant. What I'm seeing is you have like the standard card. Oh, but have a look over there. If you compare the card you're sitting with to one of these over here, you can see that there is a special feature on the ropes. That is the rare vine.
Over here.
Which is pretty cool. That just denotes, I don't know.
So by comparison.
Just a little, added feature. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely like focusing on getting game pieces done, and then there are.
Do they come all the?
Is it all the?
Is it all the? I think it's all the rare cards.
All the rare
come with
cards.
this
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Wine.
And then you have your mythical card there, which has both the foil and the sort of full art on the card.
Yeah.
I like the. I hope they stick to that. I enjoy that the cards are very clearly just. I mean, you have something nice, extra fancy, but all the rest of the cards are just nicely designed, nice art, and pretty clear to read what does the card actually do when you put it down. You can also see a lot of them do have like a little flavor text on the top, and then the mechanic on the bottom if there is a flavor text. For example, there you just get a little flavor text, and then you get the information that it is a blocker. I think that's very nicely done as well.
Yeah. Elven Hatchet.
Ooh. Have you seen any elves yet, like as in a creature type?
Oh, that's a beefy equipment. +6.
Ooh.
So yeah, you start with 35 life. So that's a very beefy equipment.
Yeah, if you get that one to hit.
Yeah. I must say, I think I was dead around turn 6 or 7. So yeah. But it would have been nice, being able to stay alive a little longer and also try some fun shenanigans. But yeah, I'm going to play it some more because it's a good game. It's very intuitive and it's very fun, and it's nice to have this fight about the board state. It's very different from Magic, of course, where it's harder to interact with the board.
But here you more or less like have interaction both with the board state but also with the other player.
Yeah, you choose if you want to attack face or if you want to attack creatures.
Indeed.
And then the creatures deal damage to each other. And if it's enough to destroy them, both creatures, they just go to the graveyard.
I think I would like to try and maybe build something just from these cards and see how far that gets us. And
Yeah.
we could also, I could log on and
follow-up.
we could do a little fight with each other.
Yeah. Chain of the Realm.
So did you discover on the digital client how many of each card you can have? Is there any limitations?
No, I couldn't see that from the
We'll
game.
have to try that over the rules. As I
pretty much
said,
just,
this is just really cool by CJ, the creator of Mythrel, to give us this, and we wanted to just sort of experience the cards, and then we will do another video with some more gameplay and in-depth information. But here we just want to present the game and see what it was all about and just get a feel for it.
That's a beefy dragon.
That is a big dragon indeed, and a very pretty fair casting cost.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems pretty nice. King's
A
Ring.
King's Ring.
It seems like they have like a full set of a king and a queen's equipment.
Yeah. I believe so. And also a deck was around 25 to 40 cards.
Yep.
And I don't know how many of each, if there's a limitation on it, but so you should be able to build 2 decks at least from this
Yes,
booster box.
definitely. We'll definitely
So
try
yeah,
that.
we'll try that, and then we'll just face up against each other and come back with some more gameplay.
Exactly, but for this one, we also need to open the box cover and give away a few comic books.
Oh yeah.
But let's check out that box cover. So I think you are like guaranteed to get something cool. Not sure what, but something cool.
Let's see.
Let's have a look at it.
Drum roll.
Maybe in foil.
Bum, bum.
Ooh.
An elven hatchet in foil.
Okay, I
Very
like
nice.
that. So that in your box cover, you're going to get something foil, probably most likely, I would imagine.
Yeah.
That's nice. Then you get a little extra spice for it. So people,
And very fitting with an elven hatchet for me.
indeed, if you're also interested in just checking out some more Mythrel, stay tuned. Please do like and subscribe to it. And also, we have these. Let's see how they're going to fit into the frame without just completely
Wow.
be reflective. I think you can actually see it there. Yeah.
So
So we have 2 first edition comic books, and we would very much like to find 2 people who are into Mythrel who wants to own such a nice comic, because they are Kickstarter only, I think, at the moment, and you need to go on the secondary market if you want to get them. So if you want to win one, just leave a comment. No need to subscribe or do anything else. Just leave a comment on the video and we will send you one of these and find the winner on Friday. So please do leave a comment.
yeah.
So CJ, this
Thank
was
you.
really cool. It was a great first experience. I am looking forward to getting on the digital client and beating up Jens. And then we will probably see how it goes. And we will do another more in-depth video that is going to be just about the gameplay.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, and we're going to return with a little more Mythrel a little later. But this was the box opening, and to round up and conclude, the card quality is nice. The cards are a little more glossy than we're used to, but
It looks nice.
yeah, it looks nice. The art is nice, but we would like that name tag here to maybe become a little lower on
Yes.
card in the
Just
future.
to see some more of that really cool art. That
Yeah.
would be really nice.
But the filing looks nice. The cards are pretty, and it is also nice with the different rarities, and the full art here is absolutely gorgeous. And I think it's a big plus that you're also getting digital packs for buying physical products.
Absolutely. Let's give the man some props for that. That is a really cool feature. So thank you so much for watching. Do remember to leave a comment if you want to win the comic books. And we'll see you in the next video.